Hello there everyone, this is I am Mark 3 and welcome to this week's mini-series, which is slightly shorter than it's meant to be. 4 episodes rather than 5 because Monday was a bad day and as a result I was not able to get anything done and sorted out for that. My apologies for lack of content. Still, I'm going to pick up the rest of the week and try to begin as I mean to carry on. So, welcome to Bountry Train. This is a old Western style transport / RPG hybrid with sprinkling of combat elements involved. It's primarily it's a transportation game. Let's put it that way. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure how to describe it beyond being a transportation game because it involves transporting things. Strange, I know, but there you go. However, I've had this one for quite a while. It was among the gifts that I have received from a certain someone. Thank you for that, if you check this out, by the way, this video. And, well, I left it alone for a while because it was last time I played this thing, it was in early access. Since then, it has been a full release, I've noticed, and I've been trying to focus enough to get back to it and give it a very thorough cattle prodding just to see if it's going to play ball or not. That came out rather more violent and creepy than I intended. Oh well, whatever. Right, so there's been a bunch of updates and I don't know exactly what they were. So, let us dive into a new game and see what has changed, what is the same, and what Bountry Train is now like in its post 1.0 release form. I will start the campaign on normal difficulty, please. Or I could go on 250%. Jeez. I'm now very curious. I want to poke that and find out what it is. Let's see. Is there a custom? Profit. Very strict contract terms. That's going to be a major pain, I'm guessing. Enemy strength and enemies on the map. No economy hint and no save. Oh. I'll do that one on my own time. Yeah. For this series, so we can actually get somewhere, which would kind of be nice. We're going to go with the campaign normal mode. So, now the basics of the storyline is you are in one of a number of inheritors in someone's railroad. Your relative died, and now some evil corporate bugger is trying to take over. So, I need to speak to my father's lawyer. Talk to Jeremiah in Portland. We're sitting here. Left-click on characters to speak to them. Good afternoon, Walter. My name is Jeremiah Sullivan Black. I used to take care of your father's legal concerns. I'm the one who's addressed you regarding his unfortunate demise. Okay, so this is where some of the RPG element starts going, because you can talk to him about various things. Or let's not waste time. There is also an unofficial win the game option here, by the way. Because if you are too dismissive and say you can't be bothered, then you can basically sell your shares and go off on a steamship to England, and that counts as a win? Well, it's a game over, rather. So the game lets you end the game at this stage if you want to. Okay, so ask about the father. They said nothing exactly happened. By the way, you turn up with a flipping bandana scarf on. So, you know. Do not know the facts. Suspect a grim famous consequence of his trade. He was murdered on the very same railroad he spent so much effort to construct. You and I have a long struggle ahead of us to finish what he started. Ask about the railroad company. Your father was a stockholder in the National Pacific Railroad Company. The same company that's building the first transcontinental railroad, intended to connect the east and west coast of the United States. Ah, that's old MacGuffin. Okay. Whenever we're building tracks and trains in this period, people like to go to the time era where it's building the Transcontinental Railroad because it's such a significant thing. So it's a major governmental project, correct? Yes, according to his father's vision, the railroad should be short and relatively inexpensive to construct. However, his associate, Mr. Mr. Cornelius Tilberdnar, hello, Mr. Evil, plans to construct a lengthier route to bloat expenses and secure greater financing from the government. Mr. Evil indeed. Seems logical from a business standpoint and profit for the company, yeah, but rail construction takes the longer route. It shall traverse Indian lands, inevitably causing confrontations and bringing death and suffering to many people. I'm talking hundreds, even thousands of victims. Require your help to avert this. So here we go. So here's the, there's the stick. It's like, this is bad, this is evil, but if he does this, it's going to do this. You must help me to do it, so let's not waste any time. Right. Right now, need to deliver a cargo to Mr. Quincy, who is a clerk in Boston. He'll help us with the license we need to travel to Boston, New York line. In exchange, I promise to help him with the shipping. As for the Portland-Boston license, I've already taken care of it. So, how it goes is each section of the line needs its own license for some reason, and even though we are part of an investor in the trains, you know, it's not there. We don't have straight access, we have to pay to use it just like anyone else. When I get to Boston, where do I find Mr. Quincy? Go to your City Hall officials in the City Hall. Shocker. If you happen to visit during working hours. Ooh, double shocker. Burn. I'm going to assume I've transported the cargo using the Rattler train standing in the station. Yes, you're correct. It may be the most powerful locomotive in the world, but I trust it will serve long enough. I've also managed to procure a small cargo carriage for this enterprise. Oh, right. Yeah, this is exactly it, but this is gameplay shenanigans. My father ran an enormous railroad enterprise. Why are there difficulties with carriages and engines? Should we not have access to more powerful and robust locomotives? Upon your father's death, his former associates here we go, more evil. Upon your father's death, his former associates conspired to secure their grip on his stock. I had no choice but to freeze his assets to buy us enough time to settle these legal matters. Well, that's helpful. So we could confront this band of traitors. We have to be content with what we have. Okay, sure. So I've got this little thing here. See, can I drag it across? Yeah, it's a really, really basic one. So, we've got cargo loaded. We are here. This is our character standing on the engine. I think these must be health bars below it. Those weren't there last time I played this game. But left click to open the map. This is the tutorial. Here are the railroads. I will follow them. Literally and figuratively. Left click to unlock this railroad. Need a license to these railroads. Do you have one? Yep, got one. Open. Left click your destination city. And then we got automatically visit, so that means automatically visits your destination, I think. And then auto buy coal will refill your coal because your train carries coal and consumes it based on your engine, as you can see here. It also tells you how long it'll take, so 1 day, 7 hours to get there. There is actually a time limit in this game, or there was last time I played it. I can reduce my coal consumption, so I can make my track more efficient if I don't mind taking an extra 12 hours to get there. I don't mind that. Coal is coal. Let us go as fast can be. There goes my little clunker just down the railway line. And we automatically went into the town when we got there. Okay. Walter, I hope the delivery from Mr. Quincy is going well. In the meantime, I've been speaking with the clerk from the City Hall in Portland. I have assured him that you are a person he can count on, and the city is now prepared to offer you some commercial contracts. This should help us to earn money for our venture. If you fail, it will be at the expense of your good reputation, and they may no longer consider your services. Do not let me down. Okay. I forgot my wallet on the bench in Utica. Oh, that sucks for you, buddy. Right, so I've got to visit the City Hall. There's also a post office, a boot shop, and a hospital here. So there's different buildings in the background you can click on. Are you Mr. Quincy? Jeremiah instructs me to deliver some goods to you. The cargo's arrived. Feel free to unload it. Not friend Jeremiah has locked me down. Don't see you around here, young man. Haven't seen your face in the city. I can either tell the truth or I can lie to him. I don't know. I don't see any reason to lie, so I'll be truthful. Walter Reed used to hold major stock on the North Pacific Railroad, and I am here to find out what's happened to him. Yes, I heard about this grave occurrence. Please accept my condolences. I hope you'll be able to figure it all out. In order to help you, I can provide you with Boston's cargo contracts. They are quite lucrative. Sounds great, thank you. Also, Mr. Black asked me to fetch the railway license you agreed to give us. Sure, here's the license to travel between Boston and New York. Mr. Black only has to sign it, and then you can use it on this specific railroad. Send him my regards, won't you? Yes, thank you for your assistance. So, completed that one, got 100 XP. Click. Arrive in Portland. Give the license to Jeremiah so he can sign it. So I need to go back to Portland. By the way, it's telling you here you can speed up time so you can do that. It skips to the next event. Now then. No other options are currently available because it's all still locked. These are the railroads. I will follow them. Oh, I can actually do this one. Like to subscribe to the paper. I think this is something to do with keeping up to date on prices. Supply and demand fluid with individual cities. Subscribing to local newspapers will allow you to keep track of prices and availability for goods in those cities. Ah, okay. So $14 per month, and in return, I'll know what the goods situation is like in this town. Otherwise, yeah, I remember the information gets outdated after a while because the information only updates as of last time you visited the city. So getting the newspaper is a constant subscription, but you keep the information current for a small charge. Sure, I'll grab that. I can unsubscribe though at any time, but I'll have to come back to the city to do so. Boots, you can buy useful items. My boots are made of the finest buffalo skin. Sure, show me what you've got. Okay, so we've got Boston-New York Railroad license in our inventory. I am Walter Reed. My skill is I'm a gunfighter apparently. Low level though. And I can buy boots. Very old and ugly boots. Or I can buy some rather good ones, or some well-made buffalo skin boots. I don't know what benefit they'd have, but they are also out of my price range, so never mind. That more or less sums it up, because hospital, yeah, heal your crew here, select name slot, and select the character you want to heal. No, thank you. So, I have to go back to where I came from, Portland. Sugar, sugar, sugar. Off we go. There we go. Oh wait, that loading screen was actually the engine I've got, the DeWitt Clinton. I didn't recognise it fast enough to start reading. Oh. Give the license to Jeremiah so he can... Jeremiah? Jeremiah. Is everything okay? Sure is. Got the license of Boston and New York Railroads. Good. Now you can know the way to New York is open. You need to get there. We need to get there together, and believe me, riding a cargo carriage is not the way. Time to get money for a passenger carriage. Oh. Okay. This is where those frozen assets would be really useful. There are two ways to earn money. You can either accept contracts from City Hall, or you can buy and sell goods in different cities. Which would you like to learn about? Tell me about the contracts. Right. In town, City Hall can propose different contracts to you to apply for. Usually they'll ask you to transport goods to another city in exchange for a fee. So, transport contracts. Shocker. They might also request certain goods they need for the city. Fetch quests. If you buy these goods elsewhere and then bring them to the City Hall, you'll likely earn a good amount of money. The problem is you've got to source those materials as well, so, you know, tell me about making deals in the contract, sorry, the market. Every city is a market where you can buy and sell goods. The price of these goods depends on what is produced and consumed in the city, so it varies from location to location. Here you go on. In order to keep up with market prices in different cities, consider subscribing to their local newspapers, which we're ahead of the game. We already subscribed in Boston. Okay. Here we go. I can now subscribe to Portland for $12 per month. Grab that. Have a nice day. Okay, so that is $26 per month now tied to keeping these two cities up to date on their markets. Obtain $400 and then come back and talk to them again. I can visit the market in any city. Okay, yeah, here we go. There's a total of 13 different goods. Some of them are illegal in some places, by the way. They've got these little icons here. Up arrow if they're being made, down arrow if they're being actively consumed. And there is a button up here, if I recall. Events. No events. All your assets, teammates and goods. My reputation, which is neutral across the board right now. Journal. Yeah, here we go. This is a complete log of everything I've been doing. Economy. Here we go. So economy, these cities have not been visited yet, so I have no information about any of this. It also tells me distance, and I can sort it according to the different things. So, I'm in Portland. It's because it's got my ugly mug on there, on distance. 124 miles away is Boston. This place I'm in produces oil, but Boston does not. Okay. But you can also see at a glance what's actually currently available. I think this is slightly randomized actually, not 100% sure. But yeah, this place produces oil which is needed in Boston and I can sell it for just over double the price of buying it here. So, I can do that. To buy goods, simply click on them. You can also drag your purchase right onto my cargo carriage, right here. And the same cart, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slots. Oil is 1.2 tons per piece. Cotton's really light. Coal, obligatory for train owners, shocker. And jewellery, 1.5 tons per piece. Jewellery? Only worth 30 each. That's the same as the oil, though it's much lighter. No, jewellery's even heavier. Ooh. Okay, so here we've got a weight limit. Train can't actually depart if it's too heavy. So if you're too heavy, you've got to watch out for that. Because weight load is a thing. Your carriages have weight as well. So how heavy your train is the total down here. And that's train, carriages, coal load as well. Coal counts for that, by the way, so that's something to watch out for. And your cargo especially counts as well. It also tells you your engine power, so train speed and maximum weights. And it gives you all your stats at a glance down there. However, that's all we've got, and we don't need to wait for City Hall, because we've got a full cargo already. So, we should just depart and head back to Boston. With our almost full cargo load of oil. We just need to obtain the money. So, marketplace, unload the oil, and we get 108 in profit, which is nice enough to tell us. It also tells us it's -4 cargo and minus 4.8 tons to weight. So it gives you all the information up front. Also, by the way, I should have noticed this sooner. Oil, flammability, very high. Fragility, high. Ooh, consumption 1 per week. Oh, wait, no, I think that's the local stat. Never mind. There we go. So I've got that. Let's have a look at the contracts now, actually. Contracts. We were in opening times. Here we go. Supply on. Get 4 units of cloth. Minimum reputation of 60. You've got 18 days, and you'll get $350, some experience, and some extra altitude. Though if you fail to do so, it's a penalty and minimum. So, 4 cloth to Boston. I seem to recall that Portland had some cloth available. No, it's cotton, actually. Cloth. I don't know where to get any cloth, so it'll be a bad idea to accept that right now. Okay, let's actually not load up... Actually, wait. Let's check the market. Where I am produces food. Let's grab a cargo of food, actually. And go off into the great unknown. Because we might as well get New York. New York is actually closer to here than where I came from. So I might as well do that. Head out. And go to New York. Oh wait, I need to get the thing. Damn it! I have to go back to Portland. I could pay an arbitrary fee to get the paperwork done. 1 National Pacific Company share. Ooh. Okay. And $300 here. So yeah, okay. The tracks get more expensive as you go to unlock the routes. Apparently. Never mind. Let's go. Off we go, choo-choo-choo, Portland. Alright, we've got some food though, and we should be able to sell that here. Yeah, $35. I am so happy with that. Yay! And we're about midnight, so let's wait, actually. So, expenses... So, okay, monthly report. For August, net profit loss, 130. Okay, so yeah, all time is a nice addition there. So that was all it gave me. Then, so we fast forwarded to this point. City Hall, have you got anything I can do? No. Well, that was a waste of time, wasn't it? Market. We could buy some more oil. Though, because Boston's actually got some, it's the price is not as good. Also, the price is more expensive on this end as well, because, you know, I actually took some out of the city's reserves. However, this time I can afford to take 5 instead of 4, so that'll make up the difference. Other than that, there's nothing else to do, so Yes. Unfortunately, that my timer just went off. So, I'm afraid that is also the end of the episode. This has been Iron Mark 3. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. And this look at Railroad Pioneer. This is Railroad Pioneer, isn't it? I think it is. I forgot the name of the game. Oh, again. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the show, and I'll catch you some other time. Maybe on the Discord, because yes, that's right everyone, my channel has a Discord. I'm just actually starting to actively let people know it's there, because it still escapes some people's notice, so yes. Feel free to come and join us if you want to talk to some fellow gamers, maybe play around a little bit. And don't worry, it is only moderately insane, like half the time. The rest of the time it's absolutely blooming nuts. I don't know. But yeah. I'll see you all later.